Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend, where today we're starting a new game as the Broken Lords. But before we really do so, I want to talk a little bit about that previous game, because I have some thoughts. I think that I screwed up really badly by overcommitting to a particular idea of what I thought our game plan should be way too early. Like, I got it in my head that the smart move was we were gonna time an attack with the advent of tier 2 strategic weapons, and we were gonna jump the roving clans, because the roving clans have units that are badly matched up against our units, and to be clear, that's not a bad plan. That's a perfectly reasonable move, but when it became clear to me that we were completely surrounded by AI and that almost all of them were intentionally space pressuring us, like playing aggressively toward us, it should have struck me that maybe our footing needed to change to a little bit more opportunistic, and I needed to wait for wars to start and then jump in on them, sort of the way that the AIs did to us. Because, you declare war and then you move all of your units basically to one side of your territory, right? So that you can exert pressure on the person you're at war with. And I got stuck. I should have remained more flexible in my head as we were building out that early game. Now, that said, I think it is still probably the case that it would have taken a better player than me to win that game. That was a very, very difficult position. I don't know that I have that one in me. So, bummer. It turns out, I'm only so good at this game, even after all this time. But we're back in here. We're going to try again. And we've got a pretty different situation here. I think this is pretty interesting. So we've got access to a little bit more industry and a lot more science, but not nearly as much dust, especially in the curiosities, or the anomalies rather. I do like gold in the starting region. And I'm debating whether I want to send our hero east or west to start with, because obviously we want to search a ruin. If this turns out to be ocean water, like if this connects to an ocean, then we probably want to settle pretty close to the coast. And if we could get some fortress stuff going on, obviously that would be phenomenal. That would be fantastic. So let's send the hero west. We'll grab this ruin here. We'll see what's what. Now, obviously, these volcanic regions that are questionable value, often good, but, not great for a lot of other players on account of the no food, they are just fine for us. They're north of fine for us. So that's a village of Saratan. Let's send one person down this way. This does look like it connects to ocean tiles. Okay, empty ruin. Big fat frown there. Okay, 30 dust is cool though. Okay, we got another player real close here. I changed up the colors a little bit. You can see down here, I'm hoping this cyan stands out from both the green and the blue. A little bit better than that weird lavender color was from either the blue or the purple. Wait, do we want to meet this person? I kind of want to. Yeah, I kind of want to meet them. I kind of want to know who they are. Maybe not meet them, but I want to get a sense of who it is at least. So this is awkward. It feels to me like there's a lot of compelling settling places that are just not quite the thing that we want. This isn't bad. 15, 8, 13. That's not a heartbreaker. It's not coastal, but it's close. It has a pretty good backward expansion. Obviously, your first expansion is going to be one of these two. I would have liked ordinarily to settle along the river. Obviously, a river's a little bit less compelling for the Broken Lords because the free point of resource that you get from a river is food. But, aquapulvistics early on can make a river a really, really good source of dust. But I think we're going to do this. 15,813 is pretty good. It doesn't give us any extra approval or anything, which is sad, but it gives us potential coastal action. Yeah, I think this is reasonable. Hey, you. Click, click, click. Buddy. Alright, I'm just going to move him over here. Seems a little confused about his job. There we go. Okay. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I think that's a good, strong settle. It's a little less bananas than some of the settles we've had in recent games. Only one anomaly, if you can believe it, but I think it'll have some legs. So we discovered a source of glass steel here. Nothing else, and I mean obviously the gold. So that's pretty good for a starting region right there, even. And then I think this region's already shaping up to maybe be a very strong secondary settle. So... Pacify 8 villages for tactical training. Gather at least 30 units of one luxury resource for 130 wine. This is a priority for sure. And then, do we want to just go language square real fast? Like... Industry's not really a problem for us immediately. I think we can afford to do this. Yeah. Good start. Alright, send our 2 infantry units and our hero to blow that up. Well, I guess we'd better get on it then. Oh wow, that's wine. Okay. This region's really something, actually. So here, we'll merge up for that. You can spend the rest of the turn grabbing ruins. Okay, glass steel up there. That's good to know. Multiple Saratan villages. Saratan assimilate for defense, which is... not super compelling. Gosh. Who this is matters so much, right? Like, if this is necrophages, we have to play one way, and if it's like the roving clans or somebody, yeah, we got to figure that out. That's a high priority. What are we going to get for this? We're going to get 20 influence. What is it, my birthday? So we need just a little bit more money. Okay. If I accelerate... Well, it's probably not going to matter. Let's just roll over as much for the Founders Memorial as we can here. And then, of course, also population. Okay, another source of gold. Yeah, this region's very attractive. And that is in fact the edge of a titanium deposit. Okay. Looking for maybe a pretty quick settle here. So let's just warp you back over, and we did it. We found 20 influence. Oh, right. And then you have to put dust into the damn thing. Well, and we just bought population. Look at me spacing on stuff already. Well, could be worse, could be worse. Obviously, finishing the Founders Memorial is going to help an awful lot with that dust. So let's divide up again, just look for local ruins. Ah, here's my minor faction, a Kazanji. Alright, good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Okay, cool. And I suppose a question about whether it is appropriate to just bump people over onto dust I mean, probably not. Finishing the Empire Mint is high value. We should do this parlay as soon as we can. It's the Morgar. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, I don't really know what to make of that. I would love to hand you 8 titanium. It's probably going to have to wait, friend. So we have to pay out 80. Hey, let's turn around and get this done real fast. How do we want to play with a Morgar behind us? So if we take Nakaini, then there's no reason to think that he's going to get access to the Western Sea very quickly, and we might be able to hold on to that for ourselves. Maybe. What do we want now? We probably want to get open pit mine going quite early this game, right? I think it's very helpful. All right, let's try this again. Hooray, we did it. Defeat the army, protecting the ruins. It's a single Kazanji. I think we can probably manage it. And lo, we are archaeologists. For that is what archaeologists do. They fight demons. Okay, do your research. Got it. Well, definitely feels like we ought to pop this and take ourselves up to happy. And then also 30 dust. Cool. So it's just like settler immediately, right? We got that influence boost, so we'll still be able to do a tier 1 empire plan. I think this makes sense. I think it is well within our best interest to get that settled done fast. We do need to explore that area better, though. Alright, I'm gonna... Nope. Right, I forgot. It undoes your within army assignments at the beginning of the turn. It's always bothered me. Let's definitely make sure we do this, and then what I would really like is one person searches down here, one person pushes east, and one person pushes north. But sadly, we cannot separate these units just yet. So at this point, probably, right? Getting one of those done before you build your settler is a pretty standard play, but given the way our research and industry have worked out, I think it's okay to do it this way. I just want to have a vision of these tiles so that I know. Oh wow, glass steel. That's pretty wild. This is a hell of a starting region. I mean, I guess, you know, volcanics. Volcanic regions are pretty good if you can afford to live in them. Colonize this region to get these Magte, maybe? Oh, okay. This is the turn where I'm allowed to separate. All right, our hero goes north, and you go east. Well, okay. Apparently that cliff goes all the way around. That's inconvenient as hell. We probably should have just pacified the minor faction village here through violence. Ooh, 70 dust. Good find. because I think that is how this is gonna end up playing out, whether we want that to be the way it plays out or not. Yo, look at this region. That is certainly compelling. Settler? Nope, mastermind. Alright, I don't feel a need to go after a mastermind too aggressively. They're coming after me, though. Huh. Alright, well. We'll leave that locked up for the moment. Yeah, okay. Bring 5 titanium to the other village in the region. That sucks. Everybody wants titanium. Oh, it's a 3-village region too. Yeah, this area is wonderful. This is going to be such a good settle. Okay. I guess here I'm going to... They must have some reinforcements just off screen or something. Nope, just a weird over-aggressive attack. So they are equipped with slowdown. When they hit us, we lose a point of movement, but it's not enough to make a difference. Unfortunately, we're doing very poor damage to them on account of our attack is real low. There is here, I think, an interesting question about whether we want to finish them off. It's a pretty low value unit. It's probably not worth the diplomatic stress. Even if I think the Morgau are probably never going to be good friends, killing a mastermind does nothing for us. I'm just gonna go ahead and take the heal and keep exploring. I gotta say, this region is not looking so hot. It does have another wine and another glass steel, but the terrain itself is not so compelling for us. A settlement near the mouth of the river could be interesting. There is this nice little cluster, but a lot of the territory around it has like no points of actual resources. I think this region may be one that we want to seed. Yeah, I'm just gonna bounce. I don't think we need to be over here. So this turn we get our settler. Destroy a Silix village in Verkal for some spices. Not a super great pitch, actually. Set economy and population to its level 1 minimum. That's a little awkward there, friend. My default inclination, of course, is to do this thing. What they want is for us to do this, which is going to cost us 80 influence with 2 cities. And it pacifies 2 villages in a region that we are probably going to end up expanding to. Yeah, it's a little awkward. Okay, right now we have plenty to build and we also have a reasonable amount of money and a reasonable amount of income. So perhaps this is a time for the market. Kind of can't believe we haven't found any strategics in ruins yet. I'm certainly not like upset about the fact that we're mostly getting dust, but actually, do I want to do this? Because you know what, I'm probably planning on plowing a fair amount of that dust into population, and our research speeds are getting a little soft. Maybe, yeah, maybe let's do this instead. All right, so we can see the whole region, but I still don't actually know where I want to settle. Somebody just entered the next era, which is wild. What was the quest you gave me? Colonize the region. So probably not, right? And I think I'm not going to be able to involve... I think the city's just far enough away that I can't even use my garrison to kill them. It's turn 12, by the way. Somebody's been gaining a technology a turn, effectively, for quite some time. It's rough to keep up with. Okay, this is cool. Some cool stuff near the coast there. So we don't necessarily need multiple coastal cities. This one should really just go wherever we're going to get the most value. So, obviously around the river is cool. There's this cluster of tiles that's pretty compelling. I do like 24, 4, 18. Yeah, I kind of feel like that's what I want to do. Down here is 17, 2, 20, and then we have 3 river tiles for aquapulvistics. No, I think I do like this better. And I think this builds out a little bit better in that you end up building over here for that dock and then potentially building around it. And obviously that's reliant on that city getting quite large, but there's no reason to think that can't happen. So yeah, we definitely need the science here. This is going to wear off soon, and there's not a ton we can do about it. Yeah, we are not doing a good job of pacifying villages. That thing is just not happening. We got 10 spots. Cool. That ruin was essentially empty. At some point, we'll be able to sell those spices for something, I guess. But gosh, it sure would be neat if we could find a ruin that had some, like, titanium in it. Alright, yeah, I think just go ahead and do it. Okay, 6 population. No, sorry, 5 total population. 6 next turn. That's not too bad for turn 14. That's pretty aggressive. So, how much did you need? 5, and then you wanted 8, was it? Okay. I think we are going to resolve this one through violence. And I don't see it going down any other way. Okay, interesting. I think I'm gonna stay right here with our hero then. Probably not gonna check in with that village, but we're in position to search. And then that's a temple. Unspoiled temple. Yeah, I mean, we got it, right? There'll be time for information later. Right now, dust. And I think I'm gonna knock this out, and then we're gonna worry about the temple ruins over here. It's just the one. Yeah, and that's a temple too, so this is reasonable. Okay. This is Kazanji. That's a little bit tough. Kazanji are pretty good fighters. This is definitely one of those things where we try to minimize the stalwarts' involvement in the fight, although we are not going to be able to control it all that much. So let's see. You're going to go to here. Yeah, and then we do all probably get to hit you right away. Okay, pretty good start. Unfortunately, not a lot of control from this point onward. Now they do have that chain lightning, so we want to spread out a little bit if we can. But again, it's going to be hindered somewhat by the fact that I don't get to choose whether my units get attacked first. What? Why would you move? You didn't even have orders to change your target. It was like intentionally just moving so that my attacks wouldn't get, or so that the chain lightning wouldn't break. Went out of his way to do that. Indirect contravention of his orders. Oh. The stalwart died the turn he was going to take a big heal. Oh, that's such bullshit. We rolled really poorly there, and then on top of that, our units, like, elected to do a bad thing, which is really frustrating. So as things stand right now, we're going to end up just short of the amount of influence we need to get the job done. So I think I'm going to do this. I sure would love 80 influence. Alright, some good XP for the hero. It looks like lots of passives. Not necessarily a ton in the way of... Ooh, that is a speed conflux. Let's go grab that, and then we'll wrap around down here, and then after we search these, we'll finish the job. So, Jocelyn gets to take Iron Taskmaster. Man, having lost an actual unit to random neutrals really does suck. Okay, so just very large amounts of dust. Cool, still not 100% optimal. Does sorta make me want to hold out on spending this, though, instead of just buying citizens. Because, like, we could go market next. Yeah, I kind of think I like that, actually. Alright, the good news about this neutral army spawning is that stalwart can very easily handle both of them. The gold has ended, which is a very sad time, but we have some incomes coming in here. Got ourselves some quicksilver that we can't use, just need to keep doing research. Okay, we definitely need to up the rate of science output. We have a lot of money. I probably don't want to... Yeah, I don't want to pull anybody off of industry, though. Alright, we're going to try to just buy governors really quickly. Hopefully that'll work out. Why are you not attacking? In pretty much any other situation, that would definitely have been an attack. It's like they want me to walk away so that they can put the city under siege. Well, I'm not going anywhere at the beginning of the turn. We will hope that they decide to attack me. Because that victory is pretty free as things stand right now. Okay, they're coming for it. Oh, sorry, this is... We already have the quest from this region. Okay, so they've spread up here, and this is a different region than that one. Okay, they didn't take Morkdra. They spread away from us. That's usually a pretty good sign. Tell me that I'm not going to find a way to lose a battle against two Driders. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I really want them to come forward a little bit. I don't want our dude to run forward and just be like the only thing in their world. Because their base damage is actually really high. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. We would like to bait them into fighting with these units for the turn. Wow, he got his full on that one, huh? That's surprising. Okay, they have sweep strike back, so we do have to be a little bit careful about angles. Oh man, it hurts. It hurts a lot. We're getting it though. Okay. Ooh. A little closer than I thought it was going to be. So, I need you... Okay, this is just one. That was another big bunch of dust, which is wonderful. Okay, this has worked out pretty well. Definitely need that heal because we're planning to attack next turn. And mercenary market 4. It feels bad to sit on all this dust for that long, but like we legitimately might want all of this dust for hero buying, right? So we now have 2 gold extractors built up. Yeah, all right. It has not been the best start ever, in some part due to me overestimating our units, but it's going pretty well. Okay, fix that. Don't really want to fight with you. So I'm not sure what I want to do with you. Okay, yeah, somebody else got visionary leader. We were not doing a good job of pacifying villages here. What were we at? Can I see my count still? No, I cannot. But it's not good. We were gonna in a couple of turns we were gonna gain 2, and that would make 2. Actually, I guess this one's going down. So this is 1, and then these 2 would be 2 and 3. Yep, just not We're not doing the thing, not on top of it. Okay, well, there's something. This thing is still very, very low on health. This time, we should have no problem just keeping the stalwart out of it entirely. Okay. Yeah, hate to do it, but not given a lot of choices, actually. And then you can make it all the way over here. Hooray for the speed conflux. Even more dust. All right. Again, would have been okay to get, just like a little bit of titanium or something, but I'm having a hard time complaining about the huge amount of dust. Nothing's a bummer, though. Nothing definitely feels worth complaining about. God, there's weird cliffs all over the place down here. At this point, we could pull you back off of influence. Does this help? It helps a little. All right, next turn we will know what there is on the market. I'm debating whether I want to merge him back down. I guess for the moment, there's not much reason to do so. We're probably going to want to look into getting that boat thing going pretty soon here, though, if we're going to do it. We've had a weird tech order. Some things have been strange. But I do think getting our luxury resources lined up so quickly was a smart move. I think that was well worth it. Okay, let's give him one of these and one of those. Okay, they did take Morktra, but they gave it some time. They gave it some space. So we probably want to grab this region, right? I think it actually has... Yeah, it has a really compelling, settling line right along the coast. Steel stalks have approval on them, so this location is a very strong start, and then we build up toward the earth spine, which gets even more approval. It is a 3-village region, although I don't... What did they want? They wanted me to destroy some Silix in this region? We can probably do that. We'll merge up here, and then we'll see. Okay, you got all of the stuff that you really needed to get. So I suppose it's on you to build the settler then. And we have access to the market. And look at that. There are actually some broken lords on it. Julian is fine. Peyton Quinn is dust efficiency 3 and army damage boost 2, which is actually pretty compelling. I think we're going to definitely grab that. And then, yeah, Julian's dust boost 1. They both will carry the circlet just fine. And I don't think it matters at all which one goes where. No, sorry. You don't have a skill point. You have a level already. And your skill point's already allocated, and it's fine, I guess that might end up mattering. I don't think we're going to build down, though. I think we're going to build west. So probably not, actually. Okay, we are 2 technologies from the end of the era, 3 technologies from the end of our faction quest. Probably we got to pick up Alchemist Furnace here. And then I think the next thing out of Warhammer is going to be Burrow to the Water. Yeah, probably there. So then we can start talking about ships. We research basic boat tech after we get the alchemist furnace up. How many pearls was that? It was only 3. It looked like more. Alright, well, we're going to merge up. We did, in fact, do the thing. So we'll expand down to Isrin as well. I guess maybe the pressure's on that a little bit. Maybe I should be building... I do want to get this burrow finished, though. Yeah, getting the burrow out's pretty important. Let's stay focused. We should probably get this soon, though, because now it is technically adjacent to Cyan's territory, and I think they will go after it. Is this a cyan? Is this a turquoise? I don't know. I guess it feels more turquoise to me, but it's based on basically nothing. And I certainly don't want to get settled into a corner here. Oh, hey. Well, now, ain't that just the luckiest thing? Actually, you know what? Don't bother. The settler will do that. Y'all gotta find that village and burn it down. And it would be nice to be able to hire another hero for the 3rd city. I think it's probably gonna be a little while before we can reasonably do that. We probably want to pump some population into it right away, right? But this is a big... finding 5 titanium in that ruin was actually huge. Oh, no, wait, sorry. It's down here that we have to do it. It's not the village that we originally... Yeah, so actually... I'm going to separate this hero off. I know I was merging you, but now we have to demergify. Alright, you still have to go locate that village. Somebody's got to figure out where the village is. Okay. Obviously, don't engage solo. So we're at 17 here. We could, if we wanted to, hold this until it hits 30, so that we accomplish this thing and get the wine. Because it would be nice to have wine that we can run for the next 40 turns or something. And it's not really that many turns away. I think we're going to do that. We're just going to do without the gold booster for a little bit to secure the thing. Now, unfortunately, that's a couple more turns of movement. Yeah, it's inconvenient. Okay, boats. 2 turns until we have a dock. 3 turns until we have the ability to build boats. You should probably build... some extractors. We should probably also put some extractors in the queue over here. Well, you know what? Probably going to be building boats. I might be spreading us out too much, but I think that our nearest land neighbor is not likely to put a lot of pressure on us, and we could respond to that by using it as an excuse to put a lot of pressure on them. But if we can grab some sea regions, I think it behooves us to do so. For reasons that are hopefully pretty clear by this point in the series. You have seen what some fortresses can do. This is awkward. Because that one unit definitely cannot defeat that Silic army by itself. Okay, that's fine. Oh, no, that's not fine. Green destroyed the thing that we actually desperately needed. Okay, well... Not great. You need to get back inside my territory before you get before you get squashed. And you just need to, I guess, maybe one of the other villages will be willing to give us a quest. I think having failed their quest, I think we're out of luck. We're just going to have to resolve this through violence or bribery, which is to say violence because we can't afford bribery right now. Okay, big population boost for Nakaini. Very excellent news. I don't know what you're doing. That's right, we're not spending anything just yet. Okay. So I guess the only thing really for you to do is just to put down your city here. And it's not a bad one. Would have been nice to get all that population, though. Okay, let's try something like that. How many turns will it cost you? We could get an extractor up. Let's get the titanium. We're going to need a lot of glass steel eventually, but titanium I think is a better fighting resource. And we don't hit the point where we need a ton of glass steel until era 3, so hopefully by then we'll have our incomes all straightened out. Gotta say, not like overwhelmingly pleased with our situation right now. It's solid enough, I suppose. Alright, so we need one more Era 1 technology to finish our quest. And it's probably going to be pillage for the moment. Man, we got sewers left. We should probably take sewers, because I don't think the wine is going to be enough. With the amount of expansion disapproval we have, the wine is not going to be enough to keep our empire fervent by itself. We should probably not the button. Here we go. Probably like put together the very basic troop upgrade here. So I think we're probably on claymores again. All right, build me one of these while I figure out exactly what I want to do. Also, dust. That city's really good at dust. We can't put ground units in the water for a while yet. I could go pearl hunting. Aside from that, I don't really know what to do with this unit. Maybe just run it toward the hero. Let's try to merge up without setting the hero backwards too much. I guess it doesn't even really matter, though. Well, we want to make sure we get some of these pearls as quickly as we can. So yeah, we'll run this guy up here. Okay. And then boarding vessels. So we do have access to the titanium and glass steel defense stuff on ships. Having either the tier 1 or tier 2, or I guess also tier 3 technologies for a certain resource will give you access to the ship version of that thing. And there's not different levels of the ship version. Tier 1 titanium strategic is just as good as the tier 3 titanium strategic tech for boat purposes. So, like, a little bit of plating is a big deal. It also doubles the cost of a boarding vessel, but for right now, I guess we're probably just running them bare because we don't actually have the resources. So we'll just try to get out there and hopefully find some good quests. And also, we of course need to buy some population and probably some... what do you call it? Probably another hero would be good. So hero costs are starting to get a little bit higher. They're not exploding too much. But if we don't buy a military unit for... Or if we don't buy a population unit for 5 turns... Well, I guess it would only be 3 now. Yeah, that's worth it. That's worth it. Let's get a 3rd governor. So we'll have these two come together and we'll work on the minor factions in Uraleb, see if we can get that village or that region turned around. Okay. It is often the case that a single boarding vessel does not get the job done. So let's queue up a second one. Because we'll probably have to do at least some fighting, right? Alright. Let's just have an attack here. We should, however, immediately get to searching. Where are the fortresses? And you know, sometimes ocean regions just don't have any. It does happen. Okay, that was the pink player. We're getting very close on this. Gonna be pretty overjoyed when that happens. Yeah, wow, it's just barely gonna let us push up to happy. Oh, they do get their nearby army as reinforcements. That's true. I did not brain this out the most that I could have. Well, we don't have to be too careful with these. Yeah, we hit pretty hard relative to this unit. Maybe I'm being too cavalier here. This is gonna hurt. Well, good work from the hero. Boy, okay, everybody's gonna hit the wall at the same time, it looks like. Fun. Okay, well, I wasn't expecting for nobody to push for that side. That's interesting. Your plan is to go here, your plan is to go here. You need to do this. Okay. Every time one of our units takes damage, I'm looking at that and just like tallying up the costs in my head. It does suck. It is bad. It is bad to have to actually pay off all of your damage. Okay. Wow, those prices rose very quickly, like insanely quickly. What a huge spike. Well, I mean, I guess there's nothing for it. I can't really do anything. I just have to accept it. All right. We got our legendary deed. We have formally met the Fomorians. We have obtained the quivering circlet. Oh yes, colonize a new region, settling in an area producing money. Oh my. Well, I sure don't have any... Well, I mean, I have some Quicksilver. I sure don't have that much, though. So let's do this, and then we should also fire this. So that'll get us where we're going money-wise. I guess I can end my turn diving here. I'm surprised that this boarding vessel didn't attack us. Oh, cool. Nothing. Now, you know what would be really neat? If one of these minor faction villages would deign to give us a quest. Alright, people being happy is nice. Oh no. Well, we have a Pink Mycera player, and the stupid Urkin is giving them a foothold. Urkins, you know, you can never trust them. Now we can move up to Era 2 stuff, and I feel like probably, even with sewers, even with the resources, the way we're running them, with another city up, we will need markets probably, but Imperial Highways is probably the first thing, right? We know our faction quest is going to request that we build a watchtower soon. And our empire is not very clustered. Like, we actually will need the roads just for the sake of moving around. Are you at all defeatable? I wonder. Let's go ahead and build the sewer. I think that's worthwhile. Somewhere around here there's a fortress. Some fortress emitted this boat. We are going to find it. Now the question is, do we need even more boats? Okay, this is a good start. So right now you have an industry stockpile facility. That would be fun to own. Return to this listening post. Okay, so we're not going to get that. We are, however, going to successfully attack this and take it over by force next turn. And I am going to build one more boat, in fact, because I think there's a chance we're going to lose one in silly combat stuff here. We want to make it so that we're not, like, reliant on a bunch of high rolls. Alright, let's go step on them. So do I want to... We probably want to try to put that settlement down on turn 40, right? I don't want to pay an even more expensive empire plan. Settling in an area that provides at least 13 dust is a little... Oh no, okay, it's not too bad. Because of the fact that the weaver worms are here. That actually gets pretty doable. The Urkin is going to make this a problem, though. We do need the Urkin to get the hell out of the way. I guess he's going to move in 8 turns, so... Means we don't need to be in a big hurry to build the settler. Okay, I want to make sure I get this before their other ship has a chance to move into reinforcement range. So, okay, nothing special. Just a classic 2v1. You can move 3. I would prefer that you not get a real attack off. Nope, it changed its mind. I do wish that the order of the units was a little bit more predictable, even when their initiative is the same. Okay, so he moved on to a tile that dramatically lowers his morale. Nobody likes to be in the middle of a rainstorm. So that's going to help a little bit. We did it! So we are going to merge up, but we may as well merge up further north. Okay, so we can interface with that one next, and yeah, this looks pretty doable. An industry stockpile facility is definitely compelling. So we just hit a market refresh here, and nope, not a single Broken Lord, but we do have a Team of the Chosen. Wayward Seago's a little bit less compelling, but still pretty good for Broken Lords. Like, you ignore the food boost, industry boost 3, and all of the tree talents are all still very, very good. It is real hard to argue with an early cultist, though. These things scale so well. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just take an early cultist. You can be the boss of Uraleb. And then also, we ended up having enough money left over that we can go in here and drop circlets on both of our Broken Lords governors, which is cool as hell. That gold's doing some good work. Maybe I just want to build the settler here. Like, let's put the movement trinket on. Just build them there, because the capital's busy. The capital has things to do. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to bump y'all over to here for a couple of turns. And we're going to, buy some population and stuff with our dust. Maybe a slightly less ground aggressive version of the gameplay this time, because we have the option of doing sea combat. Oh, wait, I didn't move everybody because I'm a bad. Oh god. Yep, it did not take very much humankind for me to get used to the idea that the game will not let you forget to move your units. But like, that is absolutely the case. The Endless Legend will allow you to forget. For at least 3 turns, have 2 different types of Fomorian's naval units in garrison in any fortress belonging to your empire. That one's interesting. Because, like, if we got the quest that just gives you a free submarine, we could do that quite easily. Right? Just 2 different types. But if not, doing that's going to require us to research and then build another kind of ship. And I just don't see us doing that. I'm going to build one more boat here. We're going to end up with a full group of ships. Ireleb, hold on a second. Okay, they will offer us a new quest. Cross the sea and search the temple ruins in Ochk. Okay, first of all, purple border, worth noting. Secondly, I don't think that we are going to be doing that. But attacking this turn feels unlikely as well. Yeah, alright. Next turn. Okay, we definitely want to jump this one while it's out here alone. I think you're exactly where you need to be for the moment. Ireleb can build us a You know, a sewer system would be pretty handy. Although you might wonder, for what? To what end? Broken Lord? Do you need sewers? Is this a real thing? Trying so hard to fight them. I just want to fight. Okay. There is a Skyfin in Endigir, and that is far away and inaccessible to me. So I shall not worry about it. I think these units are, in fact, crossing over to the ocean here. We need to seal up this region. Or I need to close my borders to them, but I can't imagine. Closing borders is, like, way expensive. Yeah. Alright, could be awkward. Alright, let's just resolve this the same way. We shouldn't really need... I think we can probably auto that. I'm just looking at the complexity of the units and the decision making there, and it seems very doable. Even for the AI. Let's push for a rallying call this time. Getting more HP on Broken Lord's units is, of course, very good. Since the heal on attacked unit dying is percentage based and everything, but I still think it is probably to our benefit to get that rallying call as soon as we can. Gosh, I sure would love to hold on to my industrial stockpile factory. Sure would be a cool thing to get to keep having. Oh, sure. Research. We should do some of that. Our tech times are getting a little bit on the long side. Alright, that city's going to be busy for a long time. Here, sewer system doesn't actually do anything right now, so yeah, we'll focus on that. Alright, getting the roads up is going to be tremendously helpful. Okay, that finishes this turn. We didn't actually see what happened to those Morgar troops, but I'm definitely going to have this ship head over here to play defense. You know, I should have specified this as the spawn point. Because, like, obviously that's where the spawn point should be. Hi. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I thought was happening. Alright, please tell me this is an easy one. Bring a hero back. Okay, so this is going to be a trap. But it's a trap that gives us 25 titanium. Yeah, I'll do it. Oh! Can't do that until you have the ability to put units in transport ships, though. Yeah, that's a shame. And the fact that there are 3 Fomorian units in here means that this is probably a fire ship, a transport ship, and an artillery ship, right? Or it might be the initial 2 transports, or the initial 2 fast ships and a fire ship, but either way, it's not good news for us. So yeah, basically we got 2 undoable quests. That is a full-sized army at my gates, but frankly, with them being masterminds, I think there's a chance that the Bishop Julian and the 3 militia would just kill them in combat. So, I'm not sure what they're doing. I don't think we have to be too worried about them about them attacking us. So we have to decide, do we want to risk the ships trying to close this region up as quickly as possible? That's a Quicksilver facility. That's another titanium. Here we have a titanium. And then there's 4 closed facilities overall. Oh, the Palladian opened up because somebody hit Era 3. Yeah, it sure would be nice to seal up this ocean region, huh? All right. You know what? We're 70 minutes into the episode. That means I can just take my time and think about this. That is going to be it for us for today, and thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, tomorrow, I am going to have I'm going to have resolved my indecision at least somewhat here. We're going to have a plan for consolidating this ocean region, and then maybe the seas beyond, and then also I should probably start putting together a plan to deal with these Morgour, huh? And we'll see you then.